You're crazy if you missed these games in February 2025. Starting at number 10, the remastered collection of Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6. After remastering the first 3 games, Aspyr Media returns with updates for The Last Revelation, Chronicles, and Angel of Darkness. Just like with the previous trilogy, these remasters offer enhanced graphics, modernized controls, and even restored content, such as discarded voice lines and forgotten gameplay mechanics. These additions promise greater narrative depth and character development, although, let's be honest, that wasn't exactly the focus of the originals. Fans mainly played these classics for the gameplay and the iconic protagonist rather than complex plots. Still, they revolutionized the action-adventure genre and are worth more than just nostalgia. Tomb Raider 4-6 Remastered launches on February 14th for PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. At number 9 we have Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, a narrative adventure from Don't Nod Montreal, the studio behind Life is Strange. Known for their emotional and unique storytelling style, Don't Nod has a special talent for creating experiences that connect. This game is set in Velvet Cone, Michigan, where you play as Swan, the leader of a punk band called Bloom and Rage. The story begins after a tragedy separates the band members, who must reunite 27 years later to face their past. Although it evokes the style of Don't Nod's early games, such as Life is Strange, it promises a narrative depth that they have perfected over time. Lost Records, Bloom and Rage arrives on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on March 18th. At number 8 is Midnight Murder Club, a game that's hard to classify. Developed by Valen Studios and published by Sony, it's not exactly a shooter or a stealth game, but it combines elements of both. You join an elite society where you must disguise yourself, deceive others, and use strategy to win. You start with a lantern and a revolver in a dark mansion, which forces you to balance stealth and attack, although attacking reveals your position. The game emphasizes deception with traps, weapons, and even night vision pills, basically temporary glasses. There will be crossplay between PC and PS5, and it will launch in early access this February, with a specific release date to be confirmed. At number 7 is Big Helmet Heroes, a 3D beat-em-up from Exalted Studio. With 29 heroes to choose from, you embark on a princess rescue adventure. The story isn't particularly innovative, but the gameplay looks fun, with local 2-player co-op, which is rare nowadays. You'll face goblins, mummies, pirates, and more, all with a style reminiscent of Castle Crashers. The fully 3D graphics have a unique polygonal charm, giving the game a distinct look. If you're curious, there's already a demo available on Steam and Xbox Series. The full game launches on February 6th for PC, PS5, Xbox Series, and Switch. At number 6 we have Ambulance Life, a paramedic simulator that is exactly what its name suggests. Set in a city inspired by San Francisco called San Pelicano, the game features 3 districts: industrial, commercial, and historical. While there's nothing groundbreaking here, it stands out as one of the few simulators of highly specific jobs, following the line of games like Truck Simulator or SnowRunner. The game's goal is to offer a realistic view of a paramedic's life, far from the exaggerated action of titles like Doom. For those curious about a detailed simulation of this profession, Ambulance Life arrives on February 6 for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series. At number 5 we have the deliciously absurd, Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Yes, that's the real name. It's a spin-off of the Yakuza series where you play as the beloved Goro Majima, who is now the captain of a pirate ship. The concept is undeniably ridiculous. It's basically Yakuza but with pirates, and it fully embraces the chaos this series is known for. Unlike the turn-based RPG style of recent entries, this game brings back the classic beat-em-up gameplay that fans love. It's wild, ridiculous, and everything you would expect from a Yakuza spin-off. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii releases on February 21st for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. At number 4 we have Avowed, a first-person fantasy RPG from Obsidian. Essentially, it's like Skyrim, but set in the world of Pillars of Eternity, Eora. The story revolves around a mysterious plague called the Dream Scourge, which is wreaking havoc on the world. Obsidian has a solid track record with this type of game, so there's a lot to look forward to. While it may follow a familiar RPG model, with magic, melee combat, and skill trees, Obsidian's strength lies in creating immersive narratives, worlds, and polished gameplay. It's worth noting that this could be a zone-based game rather than a completely open world, which is typical of Obsidian's approach. More detailed and focused environments rather than vast maps. If this game weren't from Obsidian, It might feel more generic, but their experience makes Avowed stand out. It releases on February 18th for Xbox Series and PC. At number 3 is Sid Meier's Civilization VII, the latest installment of the iconic turn-based strategy series. As always, you'll focus on building cities, conquering, and advancing through historical eras. One of the most interesting features is the ability to choose leaders from different historical periods to lead various civilizations. For example, you could have Abraham Lincoln leading a Chinese dynasty. It's not historically accurate, but it sounds fun. The game spans from ancient times to the modern era, offering plenty of variety and customization. Civilization VII releases on February 11th for PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. Moving to number 2, Kingdom Come, Deliverance 2, the sequel to the acclaimed RPG/action hybrid simulator. Once again, you'll step into the shoes of a 15th century bohemian, facing survival, sword combat, and the challenges of medieval life. While it's not a full-life simulator, it offers an immersive world that feels more extensive and refined than the first game. This time, the map includes 2 main regions, the lush bohemian paradise and the city of Kutnaora. New features include crossbows, primitive firearms, think single shots with long reload times, no modern weapons here, and an updated character system with new skills like coercion and conversational mastery. Kingdom Come, Deliverance 2 releases on February 4th for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series. And finally, at number 1 is Monster Hunter Wilds, one of the biggest releases of the year. If you're familiar with the franchise, you know what to expect. Monster Hunter is practically its own genre by now. This new entry aims to build upon the strengths of Monster Hunter Rise, incorporating its vertical movement mechanics, which were a standout feature. While Rise was designed with the Switch in mind, Wild seeks to combine the advanced technology of Monster Hunter World with these improved gameplay elements. Of course, Monster Hunter remains the gold standard in its genre. Other games have tried to emulate it, but none have captured its essence. This time, you'll enjoy both single-player and online multiplayer modes with crossplay across all platforms. If you're interested, there will also be a 2-part open beta in early February, from the 6th to the 9th, and from the 13th to the 16th. Anything you do in the beta will be transferable to the full game, which launches on February 28th for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. That's all for today. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Which game are you most looking forward to? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, check out the video I've linked here on the screen, and subscribe for daily content. Make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. And remember, we are Gamespedia EX, your AI favorite video game source. I'll be back.